Then there are moments in time shaped by cars. Machines that quietly sit in the background of our lives, witnessing promotions, breakups, late-night drives, family road trips, and the simple act of growing up. The Toyota Camry has always been one of those cars. But the 2026 Toyota Camry doesn't just sit in the background anymore. This time, it steps forward. Welcome to Future Pro Cars. For decades, the Camry built its reputation on something most brands stopped chasing long ago. Trust. Not hype. Not controversy. Trust. It was the car your parents relied on. The car Uber drivers bet their income on. The car that simply worked when everything else felt uncertain. And yet, standing here with the 2026 Camry, you realize Toyota didn't just polish an old legend. They redefined what dependable can look and feel like in a world obsessed with flash. The first thing you notice isn't a badge or a spec sheet, it's presence. This Camry doesn't ask for attention, but it commands it anyway. The body sits lower and wider, with sharper lines that feel intentional, not decorative. The front fascia is clean but confident, anchored by slim LED headlights that feel more surgical than flashy. There's restraint here, and that restraint is powerful. Toyota didn't try to turn the Camry into something it's not. Instead, they elevated what it has always been. Walk around it slowly, and you start noticing the details. The way the character line flows from the front fender into the rear quarter panel. The subtle aggression in the grille design. The stance that finally feels planted rather than conservative. This isn't a Camry trying to look sporty. This is a Camry that knows it doesn't have to pretend anymore. And then there's the color palette. Deep blues, metallic silvers, rich blacks, and refined whites that catch light differently depending on the time of day. It's not loud, it's mature. The kind of design that ages well. The interior of the 2026 Toyota Camry feels like Toyota finally listened to the quiet conversations people were having. Not the loud critics, but the loyal owners. The ones who wanted comfort without boredom, technology without confusion, and quality without excess. You step inside and immediately feel balance. The cabin is clean, modern, and thoughtfully laid out. Nothing feels random. The materials feel honest. Soft touch surfaces where your hands naturally rest, solid build quality everywhere you look. This is not luxury pretending to be premium. This is premium built with purpose. The seats deserve their own moment. Supportive without being stiff, comfortable without feeling like a couch. Whether you're sitting in traffic for an hour or cruising down the highway at midnight, the Camry understands what your body needs. Toyota's ergonomics have always been good, but here they feel refined, intentional, almost invisible in the best way. Your eyes move to the dashboard, and this is where the modern Camry truly reveals itself. A wide digital display sits confidently in front of the driver, clear, responsive, and easy to read. No clutter, no gimmicks, just information presented calmly. The central infotainment screen feels seamlessly integrated rather than glued on as an afterthought. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto work the way they should, without drama, without lag. And that's the theme of this interior. Everything works, not just on paper, but in real life. Ambient lighting softly outlines the cabin at night, subtle enough to feel sophisticated rather than distracting. The steering wheel feels just right in your hands, thick where it matters, with controls that don't require a learning curve. Physical buttons still exist because Toyota understands something many brands forgot. You shouldn't have to look away from the road to control your car. Then you press the start button. The 2026 Camry doesn't roar to life, and that's intentional. It starts smoothly, confidently, almost politely. But don't confuse quiet with weak. Under the hood, Toyota continues refining its hybrid and gas powertrains with the kind of engineering discipline that made them legends in the first place. Power delivery is smooth, predictable, and reassuring. Acceleration feels linear, not dramatic, but strong enough to remind you that this car can move when you need it to. On the road, the Camry feels composed. Steering is light but precise. Suspension absorbs imperfections without floating. This is a car designed for real roads, real commutes, real lives. It doesn't punish you for choosing comfort, and it doesn't insult you by feeling disconnected. It strikes that rare balance where you feel in control without feeling tired. And here's where the 2026 Camry quietly outshines expectations. Technology doesn't overwhelm the driving experience. It supports it. Advanced driver assistance systems work in the background, not as constant reminders that the car is watching you, but as a safety net you forget exists until you need it. Adaptive cruise control that feels natural. Lane assistance that doesn't fight you. Emergency systems that intervene only when absolutely necessary. Toyota didn't build this Camry to impress journalists for one weekend. They built it to live with you for years. There's something refreshing about that in today's automotive world. So many cars chase trends. Screens get bigger, designs get louder, promises get bolder. But the Camry takes a different approach. It asks a simple question. What do people actually want to live with every day? Space? It has it. Rear seat passengers finally get the comfort they deserve, with legroom that doesn't feel like an afterthought. Trunk space remains generous, practical, and usable. This is a sedan that respects practicality without feeling like a compromise.